Raider.
Hello everyone,
No,
welcome
Charles.
to
No.
the
No.
Blue Ballers podcast.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes. You heard it here.
Why would you say that?
What?
You said big before blue ballers.
Yeah, because we're big. Big up.
That's proper weird, man.
3-2. We big.
Can't you just be normal? Like just
You're making it weird.
No, you're making it weird.
No, you're making it weird.
I proper thought you were gonna start this like a pro, like you know how I start it every week like a pro. every 6 months like a pro.
You're like, oh, I'm out of this. I need to get back in shape with my intros.
Yeah, alright. So yeah, we won 3-2 today.
Oh, that is the intro. Oh, sick. Okay, cool. I
That
got
was
through.
the intro. It started, bro. Like you're way behind.
I'm good.
How are you hosting and you're 2 minutes behind?
Do you know how behind I am? I just saw chunks of the game. I didn't even see the whole thing. So, yeah, here we are. That's why I'm asking you questions today about the game.
You're plastic, mate. You're casual.
No, I had plans.
You're the type that go to football grounds and take pictures.
Yeah.
You've got a selfie stick.
Oh, so this game.
Do you lip sync the chants when you're there?
Lip sync the chants. Imagine if I do.
Can't get it wrong if I lip sync it.
The Champions League. I'm lip syncing the national anthem as well.
He's lip syncing the Champions League anthem.
Okay, back to topic. This game today. Tell me all about it.
Yeah, so you didn't watch it today. So I'll put it this way, yeah. Do you know when? I don't know if this makes sense, yeah. But if we had lost today, I would have been completely satisfied with it. Like I would have actually been happy that we lost.
And why is that?
So you know when you watch your team and they don't play like your team, and in your heart and in your mind, you know that they don't deserve to win and they actually deserve to lose. That's what happened today. I hate that we had to smash and grab against Leeds. You see what happened? See what happened against West Ham?
Yeah.
So the only difference is West Ham won that game, and I was completely okay with it. I was like, you know what? We've gone there. We've not taken our chances again, and now we're leaking goals. We've now leaked like how many? I mean, 3 goals against West Ham, 3 goals against Zenit, 2 against Leeds today. Going from a team that didn't leak any goals to now leaking 8 goals in 3 matches, I'm pissed, bruv. And today's game, if we had lost, I would have been completely fine with it, like satisfied with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because like right now, it feels like these men think that they are invincible, like nothing can touch them. They've spent a bit of time at the top of the league, and now they've got this. I don't even want to swear, man, but their overconfidence in this bunch is sickening, and
attitude.
Yeah, I'll let you talk as well because there's so much to kind of unfold from all of this from the last 3 games.
I'm asking, do you mean like attitude? Like they've got some bad attitude that they're showing on the pitch or something?
I think it's complacency, you know, like because I'll give them this. We have been experiencing a lot of injuries, right? So Chile's out completely, right?
Yeah.
Kovacic is out completely. Kante's been out completely. None of them have had any minutes in the last 3 games. So to go, and Jorginho obviously he missed I think it was West Ham or Zenit or whatever it was. So or Watford, he missed Watford, and you know we won that game, but we definitely should not have won that game.
Yeah.
So for me, the mentality is that you've got your regular back 4. I'd say you have Reece, Christensen, Silva, Rudiger. You've had to make do with Alonso. So it's not a bad back 5. Like it's not one of those situations where we're completely depleted of all our strengths in defense. Like we still have defenders. We should be able to have a makeshift defense that continues the clean sheets against West Ham, Zenit, Watford, and Leeds today.
Yeah, I think in terms of our like main defense structure, only Alonso and Ruben, you could argue, because if you have Kante there, that's who is normally there as part of our defensive structure. But yeah,
I
only
don't
those
think
two are different.
the midfield shouldn't come. It's for me. I've always said that Jorginho is the glue that holds everything together. Now, if we're playing without Jorginho, fair play. Like we shouldn't, be able to build out the back as easily as we normally do. But bare minimum, being able to defend 1v1 on the counter, we should be able to defend with these defenders, and we've just not managed to do that the last 3-4 games now.
Mhm.
So going into today's game, we knew it was going to be a high intensity game. Leeds are no joke. Like they will play out the back and they will get at you. The only weakness that they have is that because they're so attack minded, you can get in behind and sort of beat them, with their high line or catch them out of position or whatever. But if you're allowing them to play through you, they will get at you and they will score against you. And that's exactly what they did today. And they were actually Leeds themselves were weak today. They had a team that didn't have Calvin Phillips, didn't have Rodrigo, didn't have Bamford. They had Rafinha, they had Dan James. I think a couple other players. I can't recall now, but I mean they themselves were quite weak. So I wasn't expecting them to be anything great. But I
Mhm.
think the carelessness, these 1v1 situations, the carelessness where we don't go in for a tackle or just contain them as we usually do, most attackers, it's becoming a bit like the overconfidence of okay, keeping clean sheets is what we do, we don't have to work hard no more, it comes easy, it comes for free. Doesn't
Yeah.
come for
Ju-
free.
Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed like in the last couple of games, and I saw some chunks of this game as I mentioned, the defensive line. It's not as solid as it used to be now because there's one defender that you have that's sticking out and will leave someone onside.
Look, as far as I'm concerned,
The
I feel
shape
like
the shape is not the same.
yeah. As far as I'm
Okay, yeah,
concerned, I mean, we play with wing backs, but the main defense is that back three. That should not change.
yeah,
No, we've not lost any of them. We've had all three of them, all four of them, including Christensen, all five of them, including Chalobah, who obviously went off injured against who was it? Watford? I can't remember. But we've had our regular defenders. They shouldn't be the issue. The wing backs should not be an issue. Even however bad Alonso is defending, he should not be a singular issue to how we are able to defend the ball or defend against crosses or defend against, uh, passing through the lines or breaking, the opposition breaking, the defender's line, whatever it is. It just seems like a lot of, complacency, um, just carelessness and just no regard for what the opposition can do because we've gotten so accustomed to not conceding goals. Now that we're conceding, we're sort of, like I said, I was quite happy that we conceded twice again today because we need something that will kick these guys up the arse because it's not gonna like winning the league is not gonna happen if this mentality stays. We're making
yeah,
a lot of mistakes that it's just not on.
yeah. You need to keep as many goals out as you can, really, and then that's what's said to win the league. The best defense, and then you can score, win games, and you get the points, rack them up.
And I mean, in the past, it's very much been a case of like, all right, cool. Our attackers are not on point. They're not scoring enough goals. They're not taking their chances. But at least we can rely on the defenders to give us a clean sheet. So at bare minimum, we can either come away with a draw or we nick a 1-0 or 2-0 with Mason Mount creating something in attack. Right? Now it's
Hmm.
the opposite. Now we've scored 2 goals against Watford. We've scored twice against West Ham. We've scored 3 against Zenit. We've scored thrice against Leeds. So we're getting the goals and now we're conceding. So it's like completely flipped. Now we're and Lukaku, we've gone a month without Lukaku and Werner. Werner's going at it. I have to, give like Werner a shout out. The guy's like electric at the moment. He's playing really well. His touches
Yeah,
are good. He's finding spaces. He's running into spaces. He's working as an inside left winger. Lukaku's not even been implemented into this yet. He's coming back from his injury. He's getting his 10, 20 minutes. Against Zenit, he was lively. So our attack is on the up now. But now where we're failing is our defense. And if anyone knows anything about winning the league, if your defense is leaking goals, you will not win the league. Point blank, period. And that's exactly what we're going through right now. I don't know how long this will last. Maybe this is the month for it to just sort of for us to leak all our goals. But it's a very sticky time for us right now.
Yeah, it is. It seems a lot like last year as well in that sense, where we had this period this at this time with the same thing where we were just conceding a lot of goals, scoring a lot as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if December has anything to do with the fact that we have so many fixtures every 3-4 days. There's a game, and I can't imagine the physical toll it takes on these
It
players.
might be.
And sorry.
Sorry, no, I was going to say it might just be down to fatigue, as you're suggesting.
But if it was down to fatigue, then we wouldn't be scoring the amount of goals that we do, because it takes a lot of, physical strength to be able to withstand, so many attacks and so many sprints, and the mental toll it takes on the attacking players as well is huge. I think that you get a bit of a pass as being a defender. It's not easy being a defender, I'm sure, but it's not as difficult as being able to retain the ball and knocking the ball around, not giving it to your opponent. I don't know. I feel we've had Rudiger, Silva, either Asby or Christensen the last few games, and it's just looked shaky. It's looked really shaky, and we've even had Reece, and Reece thought he's played in midfield. Here's another thing: why is Marcos Alonso still playing for us?
You really want to ask that question?
No, that's a serious question. Would Marcos Alonso start for any of the top 6 sides? Any of them?
He wouldn't start for them. I don't think he would
Would
start
he
for
be
them, no.
backup for any of the top 6 sides? Forget starting. Would he be backup for any of the top 6 sides?
Maybe
The
Arsenal.
answer's no, bro.
Maybe
The
Arsenal.
answer's no.
They
That
seem
wasn't
to
a
take
difficult
all of our
question.
oldies.
No, this isn't a conversation. That wasn't a difficult question. Marcos Alonso would not start for a top 6 side. So why is he starting as our backup? He wouldn't even be backup for any top 6 sides. Why is he our backup?
I know you have a big agenda against him, but he seems
I
to
don't have
find
an
a way
agenda,
to
bro. When
to
when
creep his way back into the
oppositions
squad.
when oppositions specifically target one player, it means he's your weak link. And even if he's your backup player, bro, Liverpool have Simicas, Man City have Zinchenko. Who else is in the top? Flipping, I'm not going to count West Ham because they're not a top 6 side. But what's it? Tottenham have Reguilon and Ben Davis. Arsenal have Tierney. They have Nuno Tavares, whatever his name is. Like everyone has a better backup left back than us, and I don't understand why. Like, can we not find a better backup than Marcos Alonso in 2021? We bought this guy in 2016.
Well, we were discussing this last time, weren't we? Who would be the best replacement?
I'm bringing up every time the guy starts. I will bring it up because it's mindless. Someone as brilliant as Tuchel cannot be satisfied fielding Marcos Alonso as his left back from the start. There's no
He
chance.
looks angrier every week. Every week, every game, he's looking angrier and angrier. Just really
Callum
frustrated.
Hudson-Odoi played right wing back for so many games up till very recently. He didn't play at left wing at all for Tuchel. He's been trained as a wing back. Like, what's stopping Tuchel from shifting Reece to left, which he can easily do, and putting Callum on the right? Why isn't that happening?
Or just leaving Callum on the left.
Or leaving Callum on the left. Like, we don't have to necessarily have, the best defensive, strength. We just need a player that is able to retain the ball, knock the ball inside, receive the ball with ease. Like, Alonso doesn't do any of this stuff.
I think when Lukaku came on, he shifted Callum to left wing back
Uh,
this match
I don't
because
think
Lukaku
Alonso
came on
came
for
off.
Alonso, didn't he?
No, I don't think Alonso came. Oh, maybe he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's now the 4th game in the row. I mean, Saul started against Zenit, who I think he played decent for the first 30 minutes or so. But I don't know, man. It's mindless. I'm just frustrated because it's like, why am I still having to endure Marcus Alonso? Like, he won us the league. He won the league with us in 2016-17. Sick. What about since then?
I think he's contributed a fair amount. He has, but he's also made things worse in his own way as well at times. It's I think it comes up on average to a zero. It's like a net. It's just
Yeah,
a net zero.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know, man. It's an interesting time for us because I mean, it'll be interesting to see how we get out of this little slump of ours because winning 3-2 is all well and good, getting the 3 points is all well and good, but it's not sustainable the way we're playing. And there's that saying of you have to win. You can't win every game with beautiful football. You have to grind out some results. But this is one too many that we've had to grind out, and it's coming to a point now where it's genuinely worrying how quickly this system is falling apart without certain players. And Kovacic, unfortunately, he's been tested positive for COVID, so he's out for the next, I'm guessing about 10 days or so. So we're close to having him back, which is good because I
Hopefully
feel
his
like we're
symptoms aren't
sorry.
hopefully his symptoms aren't bad either because it takes a big toll on players, doesn't it, in terms of stamina.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they didn't make much of it. Tuchel didn't make much of his COVID.
Hmm.
We know Havertz had quite bad COVID last year, and it affected his game for sure. Um, but I'm such a big fan of Kovacic because he's everything. He's got everything that we're lacking right now, and I think the ability to keep the ball is such an underrated quality because we celebrate the goals which take maybe 10 passes, 20 passes over a course of a minute of open play.
Yeah,
Um, but for the other 86, 87 minutes of the game, to be able to retain the ball is a very difficult skill. And I feel players like Kovacic, players like Kante, Jorginho, these are players that go really unnoticed, during these games because they understand how the game is played and they know when to how much energy is required to see out these games as well. And I feel like we've missed them a lot. And as good as Loftus Cheek has been, um, unfortunately, it's not working out for Saul. I can't see it working out. I had a lot of hope for Saul because I've been such a big fan of him. At Atletico for so many years, but it's not happening for him. It's not gonna happen for him. I don't think. Um, but when Jorginho, Kovacic, and Kante are injured or they're missing, it's a bad time for us. So hopefully we get them back soon.
yeah, definitely.
I feel like a lot of this has just been a big rant because I'm really I was so excited about the start of the season because everything was just perfect, everything was right, everything was you know we were looking forward to a really good season, and
Yeah,
it's difficult when you have injured players. Um, but I still feel if you're among the Liverpool, if you want to get to the Liverpool and City level, you have to have the strength and depth, and we have it everywhere except that one key position, which I feel wing back is so crucial to our system because without the wing backs, it's really different. Without a good wing back on one side or the other, it really changes the entire balance of the team. And I don't know how we're going to solve that because Chilwell, I'm guessing, is out for the rest of the season.
no, they've said that he should be back in Jan. In
Well,
Jan.
they said they're going to assess him in Jan,
Hmm.
but sometimes what that means is once a certain part of the muscle or the joint or wherever it is healed, they can diagnose it properly, and then they'll know whether they need to perform surgery on it for it to heal completely long term.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, Lucas Dean, he's been put up for sale apparently. or he's put himself up for sale. Apparently, I think he would be very, very decent to bring in. Don't
That'd be
think they would
really
say
good.
no to a 20,
Yeah,
25 million offer.
exactly.
Taking that all day long.
Definitely. No, he would be fantastic in place of Chilwell.
Yeah. Who we
Yeah.
got next? Wait, we've got Everton next. That's on Thursday. We've got a nice amount of time before our next game. Everton
Okay.
at home.
Hopefully that gives the players enough time to fully recover and play at their best
Yeah,
against Everton.
yeah. Um, I don't think Kovacic will be back for then. And then we got Wolves on Sunday. That's touch and go for him as well. Probably after that, which is Brentford in the EFL Cup. So I don't know. We've got a lot of games this month.
Yeah,
A lot. So Thursday, then Sunday, then Wednesday, and then which is the 22nd, and then 4 days later, and then 3 days later. Then we've got Liverpool and then Chesterfield and then City and then Tottenham in January. Oh my, just got so many games. It's going to be really
and
tough.
those ones will be crucial if we are to remain in the title as well, title running.
How are you looking at it right now? Do you think we will still be in the title? I mean we've been top of the league for a couple of months, but overall, do you think we'll still be in a? Are we genuinely in a title race? Do you think?
Um, I think it's still very early to say, but I do feel like other teams will slip up. It's not going to be just us. It always happens every year.
Yeah.
So it's not, you can't say for sure just as yet. It's too early at the moment.
Well, Liverpool won today with a penalty.
Yeah.
City won today with a penalty.
Hmm.
Um, Pretty sure they didn't score another goal. I thought it was just 1-0. Yeah, it
Sterling got
was
his 100th,
1-0 and
didn't he?
one. Yeah, Sterling scored from a penalty, and Wolves had a man down as well. So it's not like they're outright beating these iffy teams with confidence. They will have their slip ups.
Yeah,
They've had their slip ups. We're now having our slip ups. I'm guessing. Um,
exactly.
so we've played 16, won 11. Liverpool have won 11. City have won 12. And yeah, I mean Liverpool have drawn 4. City and us have both lost 2. So I mean, it's still, like you said, it's still early, but yeah, I think if we
But
go out for a left,
we have to change things around if we actually have any hope. We can't just keep playing like this
you know what?
because
I was watching Billy Gilmore today against Man United.
yeah,
I can't stress how perfect he would have been for that period where we didn't have Jorginho. And I know, he's out on loan because he needs to develop and he needs to get first a lot of games under his belt this season. But push comes to shove, we need a midfielder for ourselves.
yeah,
And we can't see out the season with Kante. He's not what he used to be in terms of fitness. Like, he is getting his injuries.
hmm,
Kovacic has obviously got his injury. He's not. I don't think Kovacic is that injury prone, to be honest. Neither is Jorginho. So I mean, it's tough because are we selfish and we bring back Gilmore and rely on him when any of these 3 are out? I don't know, man. It's going to be a very interesting. I think at the end of this month, like we said on the last podcast, I think it's going to be interesting to see where we are at the end of December. I think that'll be really defining of where um, we're looking to go, whether it's
yeah.
finishing top 4 or it's actually going for the league.
I think what you were saying about the midfielder situation, I think they felt that midfield was covered with the inclusion of Sal as well because we had the extra option in case if someone gets injured, Kante, for example.
Hmm.
So, but unfortunately for us, he hasn't been playing to the standard that we needed to play. So
Who
it's as
Kante?
good as not having that mid. No, Sal.
Oh, Sal, yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
Billy may have been let go so easily.
Would you send back Saul and bring in Gilmore?
I think so. Yeah, with the amount of fixtures that we have,
Yeah.
and we need quality. We can't rely on Sal to fill in at the moment. So what's
Yeah,
his
I mean,
purpose there?
I can't see it happening. It's an ideal situation, obviously, but I can't see it happening. We're just
Yeah,
gonna have to see out the season with these guys, and hope Ruben comes back into form, man, because he was showing some promise early on a couple of months ago, but he's dropped off
He's
a bit
still,
as well.
I think he still has good moments, good attributes for sure. Definitely his strength. It
I
really
think
comes in handy.
I think Tuchel's asked him to bring the ball out of midfield a lot more. I don't think he's playing that holding role as much.
Yeah, he has a lot of driving runs, um,
Yeah,
starting attacks, similar to Kovacic. So
I
that's
was
good.
just going to say that he should be working on his game to imitate Kovacic as much as he can, because it's all nice, him driving with the ball and all that. We know he can do that, but the other side to his game, he has to improve, which is, you know, positioning and making runs off the ball to, become a passing outlet and knocking the ball back inside, and offering himself to players that are in pressure situations,
Yeah,
which Kovacic does so well and Jorginho does so well. Um, we know his link up is good, which is like Kante. Kante's link up is very good, on the sides. Um,
yeah,
we know Kante can drive forward with the ball. He's gonna, if he sees a bit of space, he's gonna run into it, which is what Ruben can do. But you need to be more rounded as a player, and I feel if he gets that, I mean, there's a lot of promise, and we have a good midfield core back again.
yeah. I've always felt that Kovacic's ability to hold onto the ball is as good as us having a solid defense because you're not allowing the opposition to have, a chance to attack.
Yeah,
That's the same as defending. So I think we're missing that as well. I still think that the midfield plays a big part um in our defense at the moment, and it's big part of the reason why we're also letting goals go through.
yeah. No, I
You
definitely
think about
agree.
the mistakes as well, that we've had, and that has led to goals in more recent fixtures. I
Yeah.
think that is a big reason.
I definitely agree. And, like I said, the sooner he's back, the better. Hopefully COVID's not really affected him too badly, but um, we've got a lot of fixtures coming up, so we're going to need a lot of healthy midfielders. Hopefully Kante's back. I think Kante's back in training on Tuesday. That's what Tuchel said. And
That'll be
Chaloba's
great.
back in training on Tuesday, which is great because I thought he was out long
Fantastic.
term.
Oh, it's
So
fantastic if he's back.
we got our defenders, we got our midfielders back in on Tuesday. Hopefully it all goes well. Hopefully it all goes to plan. Thursday, go forward with Jorginho and Ruben if it's too soon for cover, or Kante. And yeah, man, looking forward to that one. I really hope we get back to our form, because it's really jarring having to see us play like this at the moment.
It's not a nice feeling, is it? We're not playing
Nah.
like us, at least. At least if
Well,
we were playing like us
you saw
and we
us play
lost
for
it,
10 minutes, so you're lucky. I had to see us play for 96 minutes.
that bad, huh?
Peak times, mate. Peak times. No, I was just gonna say that since we've done this, since we've jumped on this within a week of the last one, I think we're good. I think I can happily end it right now and say that I will confidently say we'll be back after Everton.
Okay,
I
sounds good.
think we can put that sort of pressure on us.
Okay.
And that's exactly the sort of pressure that the defenders should be putting on themselves to win us games.
Did you see Rudy with the with the confrontation? So good. Loved
Mate,
it.
he's a
Bully.
madman. He's a madman. I'm gonna miss him when he's gone.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Well, not in a back four. In a back three, I'll miss him. In a back four, you can absolutely fuck off, mate.
We haven't
I'm
tried
gonna
him in a
be,
back four in a long time.
huh?
We haven't tried him in a back four in a very long
Thank the
time.
Lord we haven't seen him in a back four, because my guy would be losing out on racks.
I mean, he's improved a lot, so I don't know how well he would do in a back four now.
No, no, no. Let's just end it there. He's the equivalent of Marcos Alonso in any system in a back four.
All right. Guess we can leave it there.
Yeah, let's leave it there.
Yeah. All right. Thanks everyone for listening in.
Yeah.
Remember to subscribe,
Up the
like the
Chelsea.
video if you get a chance. Up the
Ciao,
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Come on, Chelsea.
All right.
All right. We'll see you in the next one.
Raider.